All right. Good morning, everybody. We're going to do some short uploads for this week, kind of show you what I'm looking at, what I'm expecting for, the next couple days or whatnot. And, hopefully next week we can get back into doing the live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays and for the Discord. All right. So first things first, I want to talk about Aussie CAD. I do honestly believe that we have a pretty decent short setup occurring on this asset. Let me just get rid of these old lines here so I can show you what I'm thinking. As you can see, last quarter, which was quarter 2, you broke down below support right in there. Boom. And then this quarter, there is 18 days left. If I go out here to the yearly, you can see that essentially why you're bouncing is right there at demand. So that's why you currently have this bounce on Q3. Q3 is about to end, so we'll go into Q4 looking for this to roll over and head back down. So we do have a target of Q3's low. So if we go into the weekly time frame, well, let's go back to the monthly real quick so I can show you what I'm looking at here. So this month broke down, boom, right here. This was monthly support. Right there was monthly support. You broke down. Last 2 months, you pushed down into that yearly demand zone and got a bounce. Traded up to old monthly support. Last month, the month of August, you traded well above this old monthly support here and then closed right back at it. You can see you traded just into this resistance level and then you pulled back down below support. You did close just barely above it. It's just barely above it. So if I pull this out, you can see there, barely above this support. But that doesn't matter because here is the month of September. We're 12 days into this thing and it's already gotten a decent push lower. Okay, so this looks like a pullback to me. One could watch this monthly level right there. If you keep going higher, then potentially that could be the region to look for those short entries. You can also see that lines up pretty good with weekly resistance here. This would be weekly resistance. That's that monthly Heath level there. But this is what I think is going on. Today is Monday, so we're just into this fresh weekly range. Last week, you can see we had a nice push down. Then we got this, boom, we're trading up into that level. You've already pushed up into that level and you're getting a little bit of a pullback. This is old weekly support here. That is where you're currently trading right now, old weekly support. All right, so bear with me. What I'm assuming or what I'm thinking is this could be the high, right? That's that monthly Heath level, which is supply in this scenario. Right here is last week's open. If we go over here to the daily, this is what we got today. Yesterday, or Friday, I should say, was a very big bullish day, breaking out and breaking back up into this level. And then today, this is currently what we have. So as you can see, the trend is clearly to the downside. Currently, we know there's a lot of confluence right here. Daily resistance is what I'm watching. We've already tested it. Resistance is also last week's open. There's last week's open. Daily res, last week's open. Also, you got that monthly Heath level coming in right here. You got a lot of confluence of potential resistance. So we're watching daily res, which is right there. If we get a daily close above, we're going to wait for a couple days, see if it wants to trade up into this supply zone and then find resistance. Obviously, we got to be very careful looking for shorts above this area, because once you get above this, then you're going to be above the 50 on the RSI. Lots and lots of confluence here. There's your 21 exponential. What I'm looking for is I'm already short this asset. I got short this morning. I might get stopped out of it. If I do, I still will like it, as long as it does not close above this level right here. I mean, this could be one of the best trades that I've seen in a while on FX. Got so much confluence. So if you do close real close to support, then it's going to look like tomorrow might be a breakout day. But as long as we're trading under the 50 on the daily, under the 21 on the daily, as long as we have all these resistance confluence levels there, I think this could be a damn good short trade. And I have a long-term target of this all the way down here, which is where you bounced. See that? That's the target. And there's your 3-month support here. So you have potential secondary targets all the way down to 86,223. And that's what it looks like on the weekly, right? Get short here. This ends up being the high of this week and you get an expansion to the downside. You could pretty much hold that trade. Make sure you take profits on the move lower though, just in case I'm wrong. All right. And as far as Bitcoin and Ethereum goes, here's Ethereum ETH versus Bitcoin. You can see that it did pull up into a weekly resistance level. Let's go get that so that way you can see what I'm talking about here. So there's weekly res. You can see how the daily traded up to it, then boom, drop. So Ethereum is getting weak to Bitcoin. If I pull this up over here, you can see that Bitcoin is up 2.3% today. Ethereum is down 1.3% today. So Ethereum is lagging Bitcoin. All right, so last 2 days on Ethereum has been bearish. Last 2 days on Bitcoin has been bullish. So finally, Bitcoin is starting to get that dominance, starting to get a little bit stronger. Now, I can't buy it up here, right? If you remember, like several Saturdays ago, we put out a video saying that we were going to be watching weekly supply. That is currently weekly supply. We're not there yet. Got a long ways to go before you get there. But I can't buy it up here. I do have a bullish bias. We have broken out above the 50. We are well above the 21. That is when I switch my bias. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we are not in a trending environment. If I pull this out, you can see this is a very choppy environment, and this 21 exponential moving average is a trending indicator. So in a choppy range-bound environment, looking to be bullish after you get above the 21 could hurt you if you don't understand that concept. So please keep that in mind. Just because we are above the 21 and above the 50 on the RSI does not make me uber bullish, but for the near term, I am more bullish than bearish at this point. So what I need to see is I need to see Bitcoin pull into support. Could this be support? It could be. What we need is we need a couple bearish days, and then we need that lowest bearish close to act as support. When we get that, then we'll start looking for bullish opportunities. Let's just go ahead and pull up the 200 simple or the 200 weekly so you can see anytime you've been down here by the 200 weekly in Bitcoin's entire history, that has been the place to be a buyer. Yes, price can go lower than the 200, and it has before many times, but overall, looking back in history, being under or around the 200 simple has really been the place to be a buyer. As you can clearly see here, this long-term trend line is still currently holding. You got tag there, tag there, tag here. So, and BLX is gapping to the upside because we're trading up in here. So far this is holding, all right? I'm not looking to short into support. I am a buyer down here. Now, on the HODL account, what I am currently doing is all the profits that I make day trading Bitcoin on the inverse swap contract, I then take those profits and I move them to my HODL portfolio, right? To my cold storage without any leverage. I am accumulating as much Bitcoin as I can down here at these prices because I know in the next 5 or 10 years, Bitcoin's going to be trading much higher than it is now if it does what it's been doing its entire life. So that's pretty much all I got. Make sure you smash the like button. I'm going to pin a comment in the comment section for my Bitget affiliate link, the best exchange for day traders. They have the lowest fees. They have no KYC, so you can move money from cold storage onto exchange, make money, then move it from exchange back to cold storage. That's what I'm doing, right? They don't have my info. I am not KYC'd on that platform. So you don't have KYC if you don't want to. There's going to be a link. Click that link. If you do decide to open an account or deposit funds onto the exchange, make sure you use referral code XTSC. That is X-Ray Tango Sierra Charlie. Thank you guys so much for your patience, and we will see you soon on the live streams, but I do plan to put some of these, at least 3 to 4 videos a week out, trying to keep you guys on the right side of the markets while I can't be live. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you tomorrow or the next day. You guys have a fantastic day. Make sure you trade safe, trade smart, and as always, happy trading, everybody.